Ladies and gentlemen, please give a Harrisonburg Startup Weekend welcome to Feed the Fire Candles.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew Evans, and our venture is called Feed the Fire Candles. So I'd like to start off this presentation with a little bit of a scenario. Think back 2005, 2006. A lot of the American population is living pretty comfortably. Should have had to 2008, that's not the case. There are a lot of people that thought they wouldn't find themselves in a food insecure situation now are. It's not the typical thing you would think of, just a homeless person. So much to the scale of 1 in 6 Americans are now in a food insecure situation, or 50.1 million people. This is a very large unknown issue. People, when they hear food insecurity, they usually associate it with a third world nation, not right here in America. So our solution is candles. We think candles can cure hunger. For every candle you purchase from Feed the Fire Candles, we will donate 1 meal to those in need. So how does it work? We start with our candle. We make our candles, we use 100% soy wax, cotton wicks, our paper is recyclable, and the can is repurposed from a meal that was once used to feed those in need. We then take that product, we sell it. With the profits that we get from that sale, we refund that back into funding food for these donations. And that starts the ball rolling, the whole cycle. So a quick glance just at the candle industry. It's a $1.6 billion a year industry consisting of 413 major businesses. We're focusing on this red part right here, which is the jars and containers part, the largest part of the industry. So at the top of the quality scale, we have Yankee Candle, and really the innovative scale is diamond candles. They have a diamond in the bottom, a diamond ring in the bottom of their candle. We really feel like this spot up here is void, and we want to take advantage of it. So our target market, we're boiling down into 2 phases. Yesterday we went out on JNU's campus, and we conducted a survey with all college students, as you would imagine. Where that's social networking online, getting the ball rolling, getting people knowing about this. This was going to make it work. Phase 2 of that is really the people that are able to buy it, that want to buy it, that are conscious of these issues. And the phase 1 really validates that second phase. That's what we're going for. So these are some statistics of the survey we conducted yesterday. And as you can see, the females in blue here, they're the ones buying the candles. Guys really right? At the same time, so we conducted 20 total surveys. You take right here the ones that buy candles. About 13 and 5 is 18. Oh, we had 30 surveys actually. Sorry. The ones that don't buy candles said they would buy ours because of the cause. That was the biggest thing that we found from this survey. Is the cause is what sells the candle. We're not in the business of selling candles, we're in the business of selling the cause, on top of the environmental sustainability of the whole product. So also, in our surveys that we were going around yesterday, we weren't just walking around asking college kids, but we went to some retail stores in town to see, would you carry a product like this on your shelves? In the process, we were able to get our product on 3 retail shelves that are right now at 2 Bowl of Goods in Harrisonburg and Friendly City Co-op. Go check them out, they smell awesome. They smell really good. Also, our Facebook page has been live for just about 24 hours, and people are liking this. Literally, we got 172 likes. We had this screenshot from about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. That 172 is more like 210, 215. 220. 220. Right, so this is gaining attention quick. People like the idea, they're behind it. This is first year financial projections on a relatively small budget, about $5,000 to $6,000 where we're starting at. This is a different, we have 2 routes to go with the business. We could go a bootstrap model like this where we're going really small, or if we had more capital, there's a totally different perspective to take on the business where it's not taking your pace, community-based, but it's getting it out there as quick as possible, as far as possible, getting people behind the idea. I would like to take time just to thank my team. Without them, this wouldn't have been possible, and the organizers for this. In conclusion, I would like to give the judges a stand.
Start setting up, and we've got 5 minutes for questions from the judges. Plug in. Go.
A social corporation, or do you have two, other than just profit motivation, you have a social purpose?
Are you referencing like a B Corp?
Yes.
I think that's the route to go. We are a profit maximizing business, so the whole idea behind that is conception of Muhammad Yunus and growing in Bangladesh is taking these profit maximizing techniques to serve a cause. The reason for the profits is to strengthen the community, spread the wealth, get out there. So you're not just helping the Harrisonburg community, but with those profits we can get into Stanford, we can get into Charlottesville, start making an actual difference.
But you thought you would be a B Corp?
Yes.
And you said it took about $6,300 for production. Is that including labor, the cost,
yes,
or is that volunteer?
The variable costs are fixed.
Okay.
For just the candle creation, delivery costs are not factored into that. So delivery driver,
The actual being a candle maker for that, there's not cost fixed.
Can you just repeat that, how much you're going to sell this for, and then
Yeah,
goes
forgot to
to,
mention that, yeah.
what goes to hunger, and how is that?
Okay, so it costs us $2.52 to produce what you got in your hand right there.
It costs $2.52
Of raw materials. That's before we fix in our labor, turn the lights on, anything else. $2.52 to put that together. Selling it for $10 retail, $7 wholesale. So the retail profit margin, we're looking at 74%, and wholesale at 60%.
Okay.
And the part of the proceeds that go towards it. So it's not a percentage of the proceeds, but it's one meal. That's what we equate it to. So one more can, or whatever these pantries need. If they need more spaghetti, we're going to supply it to them. Where they might have the cans, they may not need the cans, and they need this. So it's whatever they need, one more meal.
So your donation then goes directly to various food pantries.
Yes, ma'am.
What about competition usually picking? I mean, you have these companies that are already making candles. I mean, all of a sudden they say, well, wait, we're going to do a social thing. How do you offset that as a startup and say, well, we're going to suddenly donate $1 off every candle?
Yeah.
I would also feel it would be like disingenuous just because we were the first in the market to ever try it. We are youth generated. I feel like we're really starting to noise already, like early on. And I feel like from a high-stakes company coming into it so quickly and building the same type of image brand that we did in 48 hours, like with all our passion, I feel people would not really take a liking to or their branding or the way that they're pretty portraying like the social movement because it's disingenuous. We have a good cause for it.
I think we hold that cool factor too. So like, I mean, I get Yankee Candle coming into it, right? When they want to start doing sort of the same thing, people are going to buy into it, they're going to support that, but our company, like our sole existence as a company is to serve this. So people will see that that's what we're all about, whereas Yankee Candle, maybe they're thinking, oh, they're latching onto this really big.
I would also like to emphasize that we're, in a sense, redefining the green movement. If you look on the packaging there's also the option on the other side of the label to actually have a prepaid mail stamp to send your can back to us. That in itself is extremely circular in the green movement, and it just takes it up one more notch, which we feel like is untouchable with any competitor.
1 minute remaining for questions.
Have you researched the safety of cans? Could this get really hot and cause
Research is very primitive, burning a glass candle and this one, and it's pretty simple. It doesn't conduct too much. The only regulations in the industry that really is a warning label to put it on the bottom. Proper burning instructions, such that we're dealing with a product. So you have to have that warning label on the bottom.
How do these logos produce this?
It was,
Yeah.
it was like 3 a.m. last night. He was like, what if we got matchbooks and put our logo in?
And that's our business card. That, you're holding my business card.
You're right.
Shine a light on the
Yeah.
How are you not a fad? Your life cycle is not, a year of passing flame on Facebook.
I feel like we're not a fad because like poverty